What is up, everyone? Hopefully y'all can hear me. We're gonna play a little last Epoch. I have no idea how it's technically pronounced here, but I haven't played this game yet, but I was looking it up, and the reason why I guess we are making the decision to go ahead and play this game is simply because of I'm a big ARPG fan, and I was looking this up on YouTube and saw some videos on how a lot of people that, were into Diablo 4 and all that stuff. Obviously, everyone is kind of sick and tired of Diablo 4, I think. And for good and bad reasons all around, I think everyone is, I think everyone loves the game. Everyone wants it to be good. But it's kind of taken a little too much time to really figure out, I think, what they're going to be doing with the game. And there's a lot of work that needs to be done. So when I was trying to decide between this and Path of Exile, I kind of ended up deciding to go with this because Path of Exile, I played it for a few hours, and it's a game that I feel like is just going to take a lot of time to get into. And from what everyone was kind of saying, this is kind of a good in-between. And everyone feels like this game has advanced enough to where that this game it's a good game to play. It kind of bridges the gap a little bit, and it's something to, I guess, to do in our spare time. So until maybe Path of Exile 2 comes out. And then I feel like I could actually play it without feeling completely behind. So, yeah, we're going to jump into this and just see what it's like. So I'm just kind of looking at the characters. Obviously, we've got, similar to, any ARPG, necromancers, druids, sorcerers, a rogue or bowman, and then you've got kind of a, almost like a paladin, I guess. It's not really a barbarian. Generally I'm big into mages. So, we're going to name him the Biddy Garage because why not? And standard challenges. This character will not be able to party with nor obtain items found by other players, but will have access to items and resources found by other account-found characters. Now, I would like to be able to not make things harder for myself. That does not sound fun. Mute the music so we can watch this.
An apprentice to whom I showed kindness and compassion. This was folly. She grew rebellious, entertained dark arts, and was exiled. My guilt over her fate drove me to leave Welrin. Years I spent searching for her, only to hear that Welrin was conquered by the sun god, Raye. Now I travel back to Welrin, determined to fix my mistakes.
Okay. So, from my understanding, this is, ooh. This is a great looking game. I can tell you that much at least. Why is this in like a windowed mode for me right now? Full screen, borderless, monitor 0. Ah, there we go. Gotta put it in streamer mode. Might need to change over these keys if it's based on keyboard letters right now, and I feel like after playing not only I can't remember, I guess I only played maybe like 3 hours of Path of Exile, but if I remember correctly, let's see, in the hand of the fallen messenger you find the letter of the Keeper's Council.
Traveler, our Heoborian allies informed us that you will attend the peace talks. Raya's war has reached our lands, and we are in need of aid. As keepers, we avoid conflict. We're dedicated to the goddess Atera's memory. That forced our hand. He wishes to destroy us and steal Atera's legacy. We can't let that happen. We need Herot's help. Your help.
Okay. We'll take the message. We'll take any quest we can get. But yeah, I can't remember if in Path of Exile, if it was attacks were based off of 1 through 4, or if it was... Whoa, bro. I do not appreciate that. Look at that. Let's see. Compare items. Control. I'm assuming that this is better at the very least because it says that this has a 19 forging potential compared to 0. Can you can right click. Okay. I do wish that which maybe this will come later, or me being picky, but I am so used to Diablo now and being able to push spacebar for a little evade action. I kind of wish more ARPGs did that. I know in Path of Exile 2 they are adding that, which is very cool. I haven't keeping up on Path of Exile 2 for the most part, and I think I will end up playing that game. This channel, for knowing that this is brand new, whether you are watching this for the first time or maybe you, at this point, maybe this video's been out for a little bit, but this channel, I'm going to, at least for my streams, in that we do have other members on this channel. It's not just me who will be streaming. We also have Gage, who helps, or not helps, but also creates videos, content, runs the social media stuff. So he will be streaming from time to time, and whether me and him are streaming similar things or polar opposites, at least for me, it's probably going to end up, you'll see a lot of probably ARPGs, and then also some city building stuff. Let's see, so +3 to spell damage, -3 spell the mana cost. So that's clearly better. 11 health is better, yeah, obviously. But yeah, we'll be doing a lot of, I think, ARPG stuff. I do want to get, I think, pretty good at some other ARPG games, and I like the idea that this game is still kind of in its trial mode. I know that it's been in early development for, like, I think it's going on like 3 or 4 years now, I want to say, maybe even 5. If I remember looking on Steam correctly, I think it said that its original release date was like 2018 or something like that, or 2019. So, you know, I'm all for the games under development. I think that they can be good, for sure. One reason why I'm kind of choosing this game, in which I kind of said, right, I found some other YouTubers that were like, hey, if you're as annoyed as we are with Diablo and it kind of being boring after level 60, 70, You know, they were like, check out Last Epoch or go to Path of Exile. Path of Exile being... Okay, nothing to it. Path of Exile being, I think, way more complicated. You know, and anyone that's played it will understand this. Like, you look at the skill tree, man, and... Oh my gosh. Dude, I feel like me as a dad of 2 kids, I mean, dude, you know, I'll be most of my streams that you guys see during the week, if I have that opportunity, will be maybe an hour, because all I can really do is get on around 8 if I have the energy to. Stream for maybe like an hour, go to bed at 9. I also got a full-time job, all that kind of stuff. When I look at Last Epoch, I mean Path of Exile, and I look at that skill tree, man, I cannot help but just instantly feel like, holy shit, I don't have time for this, man. It's just like instant overwhelming. So, from my understanding, this is supposed to be a really good happy medium. So, so these are all passives. I'm assuming as we get up to level 5, then we'll unlock this row, level 10, this row is the way that I'm kind of reading this. Unless this is more than just, yeah, requires mage level 10, mage level 15, mage level 20. These are passives. After every 3 seconds, your next element spell deals increased damage and has a chance to slow enemies on hit. So it looks like these are kind of divided between like defense and offensive skills. These are passives that clearly, right, adding intelligence, fire resistive, this is increasing damage, this is increasing. So you've got resistances, you've got your defenses, you've got your attacks. Around level 10, it looks like when you hit an enemy with a lightning skill, you cast Arcane Lightning. So some attacks, some attack speed. And this is kind of more, I guess, attack speed stuff, almost. But then I'm wondering, I'm assuming that these are skills that you can actually attach down in your bar down here. So it seems every level you're kind of unlocking, whether you can go back and if you need to increase tankiness, you're going back and equipping stuff in old skills, or you're moving forward if you feel that you're tanky enough, and then becoming a glass cannon if you want or not. So, oh, and then these are different skill trees. Oh. Okay, well this is kind of cool, right? So I mean, sorcerer, spellblading, or rune master. This seems more what I'm going to assume is close combat. Melee attacks dealing additional damage. Sorcerer, obviously more ranged. Ruin Master, I'm assuming might be like kind of a good mix. In which, personally, I think it's always, I could, without even playing this game or knowing anything about it, I would be willing to put money on the Spellblade. Spellblades being a little more better with tankiness and attacks. You know, sorcerers, I'm guessing, can probably still put out some good damage, but I've heard really good things about this game in that I'm assuming, yeah, I can't do anything with those until they get a higher level. But it doesn't exactly say, though, when I unlock these. So it beats me. And I'm hoping that I can actually go back and probably respec whenever I need to.
It was my mistake. They were cornered. And I can handle Osprix. I told them to stay back, to let me handle it.
We'll give him props. He looks dope. Look at him.
Are you also here for the peace
That's right, bro.
So am I. Name's Grail. Since we're both headed the same direction, I wonder.
Yeah, let's go together.
Which of us
Why
will
not?
take down more Osprix? Come, let me watch you fight.
You want to watch me fight? I wouldn't recommend it, bro. What is this? Snap freeze. Freeze enemies in a cone in front of you. So like a frost. Not a nova, but... Will a fire attack? No, a fire attack does not break that either. So that's good to know. Oh, and there's a kind of a decent cooldown on that too. Okay. Yeah, so far this game feels very... It's definitely very Diablo-esque, obviously, in it being an ARPG or whatever, but the graphics look good. I think that that alone is intriguing to me and wanting to play this a little bit more. Not that Diablo 4 graphics are bad by any means, but even like Path of Exile, obviously it's to be expected, man. That game's getting kind of old, so I don't expect the graphics to look fresh and new, but this does kind of have like a little bit of a cartoony feel to it. In the general theme of it. Ooh. I wonder if there is... Okay, this always drove me nuts in... I don't think I want health bars over them. Health bars over minions is always good. Why did his show up? The overlay map opacity. Okay, this is one thing that I had heard makes this game so freaking amazing, man, is this loot filter. So, drag and drop rules. And you can not only create your own filters, but I guess you can download third-party filters that just, like, take this entire game to, like, another level. That you can literally filter it out to where it's like, I only want to see... Oh, you've got to import filters too. But you can like create filters, I guess, apparently, man, that make it where you can, right, all I ever want to see is just helmets that are like legendary and set items. And that's it. And then that is the only thing that you will see. And then add rules. So you can super define what you're actually seeing. I want to auto compare items. I think that that is incredibly important. All right, I think this is good enough. That's all I really wanted. Now, what happens when you throw a sword on a mage? I'm assuming that's not good. I don't really want to try it either. It's more so just curious. These are almost the same thing, but it says this is imbued. But it looks like they do the same base attack damage, same modifiers. Oh, but this does have 16% increased spell damage and overtime damage. And that one has better forging potential, whatever that means. No idea. Oopsies. But we can only find out by playing. Oh, did you? Okay, so it will even compare items while they're sitting on the ground. So it's one less... I don't have to pick up junk. I can look at it prior to me even picking it up, dude. That is really nice. So, I mean, I guess if, so far at least, if you are looking for something to replace your boredom while they fixed Diablo 4 and fine-tune it a little bit more, or if you're concerned with that Season 2 may not end up being what you really want to do with your spare time, then be sure to check out Last Epoch, and feel free to send me an invite. Username is TBG224. You know, we can get a few parties together if you've never played this game before. It's my first time, so I'm slowly learning, and certainly if you're someone that's experienced with this game, I'd love to play with you, just so I can gain a little knowledge off of some people that maybe know what in the world they are doing with this game. Oopsies. Come on. Accidentally clicked out of... I've been hitting this button, I don't even know what it does. Cast an over around you that deals fire, cold, and lightning. Meh. Little Nova action, eh? Ooh, oh. Wait, can I not? And I had picked up something. Better movement speed? Hell yeah. We will absolutely take that. This is another thing that everyone complains about in Diablo 4. Why is there no overlay map, man? That is all the public wants. A simple overlay map. I don't know coding. I don't know if this is a hard thing to do. All I know is that the public wants it. Oh, so see, this is... Look at, they automatically tell you at the bottom, too, of what you're looking at. See, underneath brass, you know, the brass scepter of conflagration, I don't know. At the very bottom, they're even telling you that you're going to gain plus 10 to melee damage, plus 19% to ignite on hit, and then what you're going to end up losing, right? Reduced damage over time, the reduced spell damage, all of that good stuff. So that's kind of cool that they're also already kind of doing that. I mean, right now we're going to be picking up everything. It doesn't really matter because, yeah, we're starting out and we got to collect some, obviously some, build up our stash reserves here, you know, to say the least. Apologies. Saving a few clips here. Practically just face tanking this dude right now. Ooh. So they do show also in this game the movement of the attacks, like where they're going to be going, which is cool. So you're not necessarily guessing. And it looks like if you pick up something that you did not have an equipment of, like, they will automatically slot it for you, so you don't have to worry about dealing with that either. That's one thing that does not happen in other games, is auto-equipping.
Their camps are neither chosen nor abandoned on a whim. I instructed my soldiers to investigate the abandoned camps. Invariably, they're near shrines devoted to the eldest of gods. Each one, they're not guarding the ruins. They're traveling between them, over and over. They must be moving with them. It'll be as simple as burning these vermin to ash. Raya wills it.
Okay, then. Yeah, from at least what, in just some of the bigger D4, am I missing something here? There we go. Yeah, from some of the guys that I follow, at least playing Diablo 4, they seem to really enjoy this game. So I would love to give it a chance, and I think try and get pretty good at it, because it seems like everyone says that this game has a whole hell of a lot of potential, and that this game is actually really good now. And I guess it really was not all that good. Call it 3 years ago, when it was still kind of in those development phases. So
The keepers have done well. This place isn't too different from home. A group tied closely with our goddess, Etera. They've been indebted to her. Even their names. Well, what do they keep? Do they adhere to another god or just her? It's these mysteries that interest the Osprix. Whatever secrets the keepers hold, I'm sure Raye wants them.
Sorry, I am just going back and checking on some of my music volumes and game levels and stuff like that. As this being one of my first streams, I want to make sure I'm trying my best, I guess, to make sure that I'm not blowing one thing out of proportion more than the other.
We speak to the Keeper Council. Speaking of, I must head there now. Feel free to look around. I'll see you shortly.
All right. And I do have some Spotify playing in the background, so there's a little bit of a mix of the game music and some Spotify music. We'll for this first stream, I'm going to turn off the Spotify music to enjoy the music of the game that we're giving a shot here. Give it a fair try. See if it's some actual good music tracks, or if this ends up being something slightly annoying. A respec allocation. Wait, is she telling me that this is free? Those are all locked. Can't go to that yet. I do feel like we were a little glass cannon-y there. But I love just killing stuff, man. Like, the faster you kill them. Respecking 1 point from this node costs 10 gold. You currently have 200. Okay, so yeah, this is
Do not dwell on the depths.
the skill system. Skills and specializations. Is this saying that I want to specialize in one thing in particular? I guess I don't. Oh. You even get to upgrade your particular skills. What? Elemental Nova deals more elemental damage and has a slightly larger area of effect, adding 8% in both. Or I can turn it into an Ice Nova, or turn it into fire or lightning. Okay, so that is very cool. Snap Freeze has a chance to chill enemies. So I wonder then, are these kind of... No, because then you end up getting Mana Strike, Flame Ward, Teleport, Frost Claw. There's literally all of these other ones that then turn into that you can go ahead and upgrade. Okay, so now I'm starting to... This is... If I were to compare this, I feel like I'm going to use Elemental Nova a lot, by the way, so I think I'm going this route, and I'm just going to keep it simple. We are upgrading just simple damage and all that good stuff. P for passives. These are all passives. S for skills.
I cannot do that.
I for this. Blessings. This will eventually be, I'm assuming, what looks like almost like more passives, and then you can modify the way that your character looks. Oh, dude, that's sick. Some cosmetics. All right, let's get back to playing the game. We're messing around too much. Except for I do have one passive point. And once you drop the point, you cannot take it back. So keep that in mind. Is there a, let's see, shift click in the item to buy or sell? You can buy back items, which is good. You can search for specific stuffs. An auto sort item, which is nice. Gift inventory. Transfer crafting items. I'm assuming these are the crafting items. Modifier ruins, we'll figure that out later. Support glyphs, I kind of heard about these, or saw a little bit online about these. We'll figure that one out way later. So I wonder, there's controlling craft and item role information. Oh, so we can also see, right, so it's saying melee damage. The range is 10 out of 10, 3 out of 3. There's not really any staff that can be better or worse when it comes to the stats that actually rolled on this. But when it comes to, like, the 19% chance to ignite on hit, that is actually something that is a little bit on the lower end. Compared to what we have here, this is really on the low end for increasing damage over time, but the other one is better. So that's how it's kind of figuring figuring out the value of all this stuff. So I think we can pretty much, I know those are all no need. I don't know if it's better to sell or to salvage items. I guess we'll kind of figure that out later. I have no idea. Destroys an item, creating a random number of affix shards containing its power. Huh. I'm assuming right now, too, if it's anything like any other ARPG, it is not worth messing around with really buying anything right now, knowing that we have barely diving into the game, and I'm assuming we'll just find equipment as we're playing.
Keeper's Council. One of two. There should be more of us here. They're gone. Balthus and I remain, and he's not here. As such, I must ask for your help. Balthus
Ask
is busy
away,
checking
lady.
on our sacred artifacts. We're protectors of Atera's history, and right now, they're in danger. Even now, the Osprix swarm all of our sacred vaults. I've already asked Grail to check one down in the mountains. There is another up north, where Balthus is. Could you make sure he's safe? There's word of a drake patrolling the skies.
Yeah.
They can, but Balthus's impulse. Do this.
We'll give him a hand.
And our alliance is secure. We'll lend our aid to heal Boria's army.
Let's do it. Entering. Oh, I think. Okay. I keep getting confused. This happened at the last gate. I was clicking away, and for whatever reason, it just like It seemed like it wasn't doing anything or going anywhere. So I guess click once and then it takes a little bit of time to load. You can now use your portal to return to town. T. T for town portal. What's this little guy? Oh. G for game guide. H for social. Okay. Oh, what do you know? I have no friends. Perfect. You want to be friends. Not to be weird about it, but... join me. Unlocking skills. Oh, this is like a quick tutorial. Little quick lookup guide. Amongst crafting, combat, all that other kind of stuff. So that's nifty. There's even a ladder. What's forging? You can forge? Oh, this is where those affixes come into play. Okay. You got cosmetics, the shop, map in quest, C for your character. Oh, this is telling me all my resistances, all my stats, additional defenses, all my damage, minion damage. Or I guess if when you're a necromancer. And then also, what's the map in quest? So we were here, we're heading up that way. Subin, yeah, this being... do we go back in time? Okay. So here's our quests. Dang, bro. Alright, not to get myself overwhelmed already, but this is clearly a fairly big game. Alright. We'll get into the rest of this slowly but surely. Gosh dang it. Keep wanting to push 1, 2, 3, and 4. Is there a way to change input keys? Alright. It clearly has nothing set for... one is already in use. Do you want to replace it with what? Oh, use potion. Is Q set to anything? Besides using ability. What if we did... yes, replace that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like this is just a little more natural. Maybe it's just me, swapping them around a little bit. Couldn't tell you which game actually it's linked to. Might be a good one, might be a bad one. And this is one thing that I remember. So it's Rax. Good old Rax, who I think was the one that had played this game. He said that while he was trying this game out even, there was a developer that was watching him and literally told him, Rax, you are picking up way too much stuff, dude. You need to cool it, because if you're going back to town as much as you are, you're doing it wrong. So, do need to be cognizant of that, in that maybe picking everything up for cash value or whatever it is, crafting material, in which I haven't really seen if whether or not stuff like this will even go towards that, but yeah, for instance, picking up stuff that is clearly far worse, there's no reason to really do it, because I think you kind of just get rich quicker in this game. So this has a 6% increased movement speed, but then down below it has another 7% increased movement speed. So then at the very bottom, you see for the altercations for this specific item is a 6% increase, since the boots I'm wearing now is 7. The game is even doing that little bit of math for you, if math ain't your strong point. Assuming that those are more simple things, but it's nice at least for a game that probably is, I mean, clearly dishing out, probably later on, a lot of stats to us. And this might be something that will eventually become invaluable to us. Seeing, telling us, we just kind of look at the bottom, right? +2 health regen per second. That could definitely be useful. Considering, oopsies. We're not exactly the tankiest character in the game, so we might need a little additional health regen here. I could see, though, we're playing this with some friends, and if you have someone that's a necro, one person that's a barbarian, I could see where this game would be a lot of fun. And the best part, too, is that if this is, again, if you were kind of holding out for that void of that Diablo just ain't really cutting it, and you kind of want to wait, play another game while they fix up Diablo 2 a little bit, you know, maybe you're diving in and out of Season 2 for maybe a week or two, I think that this is going to be a great filler game for you. Not only is this very Diablo-esque in being a ARPG, it's got a great loot filter. So far, the game feels great to play. My character feels nice and tanky and powerful right off the bat. I don't feel like I'm having to struggle to figure out the game by any means. So, and on top of that, with this being a game that is quote-unquote in development, it was cheap. I think it was like 30, 40 bucks, something like that. I know that not everyone can always just float that kind of money. Don't yell at me in the chat for that, but, you know, or in the comments, but I think that it's a good game compared to playing, you know, paying $70 for a AAA game that unfortunately didn't turn out as well as everyone had hoped. I do have full faith, I will say. I do have full faith in that Blizzard will eventually fix it. There are, I would say, a lot of problems when it comes to... now we're going to leave the health regen on. A lot of problems to, I guess, how they rolled it out. It would have been nice if they had done something like this, where the game is quote-unquote in development, and everyone is just playing it kind of at a, you know, knowing what they're getting themselves into, in that we're all purposely buying into this thing that needs development. We know that it may not be there yet at a reduced price. And then they have just tons of community testing and public testing, and they could have made it the game that we all wanted, rather than now. And this same thing happened with Diablo 3, right? We all had our hopes in that Diablo 3 was going to be this amazing game, and no one, well, not no one, but I would say the general public kind of had this high expectation about that. Diablo 2 received, obviously, all of this. It's the grandfather of ARPGs, right? Everyone expected Diablo 3 to be perfection, but not a lot of people knew that that game, man, was... We're going all damage, boys. I feel my tankiness isn't as much of a problem right now. Kill them faster, and you don't really need defense. That's the goal here. Plus, if I can get a little crowd control going here, and then just knock them out in 1 or 2 novas, that'll be the goal. the glass cannon. But yeah, it was that Diablo 3 was actually not created by a single person that made Diablo 2, or very, very minimal, if that. So everyone expected perfection, but it was a completely different team, a different company. It wasn't the same Blizzard, you know. That just kind of, it throws everything off, you know. And now it's kind of the same thing Diablo 4, right? Different team, different people, different everything. It's just, it's a different game, you know? And I know, whoa, even the creators of Path of Exile said that even they felt really bad for the creators of Diablo 4. And they're like, we've been there, where the public hates you and thinks that this is a terrible game and that there's a lot of work to do and that you as a game creator just poured all of your heart and soul into this thing, and then a bunch of people just come along and just shit all over it, man. You know? And increase cold damage. Ooh. It's really not much of a base attack rate increase, but that's just the attack rate. That's not the damage. Plus this has melee. Oh, this is a sword. Why am I even bothering? And a shield. The Scepter. Not better. Alright. I guess with and I'll get off the Diablo talk, but I guess even with this game when it comes to where does it, do they want me to travel somewhere? I gotta still find the Keeper Vault, bro. And why does it seem like the map? Oh, this is just telling me, okay, no, here's the quest. I guess even the loot filters, I spoke way too soon about, all right, dude, your dialogue is gonna kill me. I spoke way too soon about the whole feeling really comfortable and tanky thing. There we go. But yeah, the loot filters, I guess, in this game, dude, I guess you can get these things so well defined down to like every single aspect where it's like, I want this aspect, this damage increase, these defense, and I only want it if it's 19% or above, 20% or above, plus 30 to melee, you know. And you might even be able to put down filters like, hey, only show me gear that's truly going to be better for me. And then that way you just literally, if you see it, you know that it's better because you went through and activated those filters, right? It's probably meant more so for end game, you know, when you're really looking for the end game farming content of just like, this is what I need in my life kind of thing, you know. But early on, it just, this already feels like maybe I'm picking up too much. I don't know. Only time will tell. Why is... We still got a question mark over here from this dude. Shouldn't have been talking. Probably should have been paying attention to what he was saying. So definitely slightly regretting doing nothing but damage. This game is definitely You level up once, and the enemy scaling clearly is doing a little bit of a number on me. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But this is clearly a far more dense area than what that starting area was. See, and that's where maybe I am picking up too much, man. Holy crap. I feel like I am just going hard on all of this. If I teleport back to town. Push T once, don't click anything. Alright. Learning process, boys. Yeah, I was more so hoping for just, got some crap to sell. Knowing none of this is good. Especially maybe early game. It's probably, I'm guessing, not really worth it to do all this stuff. Shit. I guess I did not. Does this take me back? To where I was? Oh, it does. And it reset all of the enemies. Fantastic. And the entire map, for some odd reason, is no longer uncovered. Everything that I did find. That's a little odd to me. Definitely way better. Feel like I have to go down to this, what I'm assuming was, I could only assume was a dungeon of some sort down here. I think maybe optional quest. It's kind of what I'm jiving on, picking up on what the game's throwing down. Especially since it's down below, so maybe a cellar. Yeah, we'll continue to pick stuff up until we get a better pace of the game and figuring out what's truly worth it and what's not. We will slowly but surely figure this out. Ooh, a ruin. Our first ruin. Destroys an item, creating a random number of affix shards containing its power. Press F to open the crafting panel. Stuff that's a lot worse, but we're going to pick it up anyways. I am going to move my map back up to the right-hand corner here. Alright, we do need some more tankiness, to be honest. We're gonna add some health. A little bit of health into our life. Oh shit, and I'm not even thinking about this. Can I wonder, okay, so you can respec here. Remove, so minimum skill level. Respec, 2 unspent points. Remove spent points of your choosing in their skill tree. Each point removed will reduce the skills level by 1 if above the minimum skill level. Level up the skill as normal to spend these points, or despecialize the skill. Remove all skill points and experiences from the skill. So this is like a full respec. This is like a, hey, I just want to remove a few points here, here, and here. In which I guess... Is it free? Despecializing will remove all skill points and experience from this skill. Oh, and the experience. Does that take away all of the skill points also? Like, you can't even respec them? Yeah, so this literally drops the skill back to skill level 1. Like, you don't even have an option to... Right? Like, in this corner, this will literally bring you all the way back down to level 1. And you have to use this skill consistently to get yourself back up to whatever level you want. This will just remove some skill points. So these are kind of safe to go with. I might need to do a little bit of additional research to kind of figure out, I think, a good build. My biggest concern is that a lot like Path of Exile, everyone says, like, that game is very touchy in that you really need to kind of follow almost a build guide your first time around until you get to understand the game. In that if you don't, in one wrong move while leveling, you could end up building just a nightmare of a build that does nothing, no damage, no tankiness, and you're just going to have this terrible character that you're going to feel bad about. And I don't really want that. That's not... I enjoy following guides personally, or looking what other people are doing and kind of modifying it a little bit to my liking and seeing if I can't improve on it, or especially at the start of a game like this, where I have no idea what in the world I'm doing. I am just completely clueless in what's actually ultimately kind of good in the end, you know, without, I guess, sitting down, spending a lot of time reading over each skill, figuring out how I can synergize specific skills together and, you know, get something going on that front. Boom, bitch. So an augmented item to grant it to new property or improve an existing one. Adds a percentage increased minimum damage. Press F to open the crafting panel. Can be applied to quivers, catalyst, amulets, rings, relics, gloves, and belts. Interesting. Ooh. Is there not... I wish that there was a way to auto-equip when you're picking it up. That's probably the one small thing I feel like I'm missing here. I wish I could shift-click and it would just auto-equip, you know, whatever item. I'm going to lose 0.1 to base attack rate. Oh, this is a slow staff. I probably won't equip it, but we do know that we needed to equip that guy. I don't know if I'm supposed to save those or what. I assume just put them in a chest somewhere. I guess we'll find out, eh? This is something I guess I do need to kind of figure out, because eventually I'm guessing... Can I do everything? Can I enable ice, fire, and lightning all at the same time? I'm guessing not. But it's interesting in that they still have, like, this skill that technically is under, like, the Ice Nova modifier, I guess. That also can help you out, though, in lightning and fire. Like, I guess my question is, can you upgrade this skill enough to where everything is unlocked? Skills can gain experience when you do, and when a skill levels up, you gain a point to spend in its tree. If you want to change the skills to augment, you may remove points from your skill tree by respecializing. You will gain skill points back with experience gained. You will retain points to reinvest if you remove more augments than your minimum skill level. So I think basically it's in which it makes me wonder why even bother having, despecialized skill. Like, why even bother, I guess, just deleting everything back down to 0 and not even having points to spend? Unless you're just trying to make the game incredibly hard on yourself. Apologies, everyone. As I am checking on something really, really quickly. There. And I'm learning you just have to walk through the door. You don't have to click on the door 100,000 times. Like I was doing. Every 3 seconds, your next elemental spell deals increased damage and has a chance to slow enemies on hit. So your next spell increased damage would be 20%, along with its slow chance. When you drop below 70% health, you gain a burst of ward based on your maximum health. This effect can cool down. In which I'm assuming I have to spend points on a connection node before I can do that. And these are still clearly locked. Unless... yeah, I don't know. I'm just not there yet. We're gonna dive a few points into some specialization stuff. I wonder though, is this where... ah, there we go. Okay, so... this is almost like a mana regenerator, which would be really good to have if... oh, damn it. So, mana regenerator, in which that hasn't really been... god damn, man. Hasn't really been my problem. So I don't know if I'm going to actually have that there. I might do this guy and this guy. Glacier's the big damage builder. This is for CC. I mean, even the Elemental Nova is doing pretty good. I gotta get used to this, man. I may put the big damage builder at the end. I think this Flame Ward almost kind of seems like it's a shield of some sort, but... test it out on these guys. Oh, that's beautiful. Is that my ward? That was going up there? I'm guessing it was. Dude has me on freaking crowd control, man. Oh, wait. When I do that, it also is... No, no. It's him. Okay. I thought it was, me doing it to myself, stunning me. Create 3 successful large ice. Each explosion deals more damage than the next. Okay. No bueno. No bueno. Another shard. And a knife.
Once I deciphered the Keeper's movements, the vaults were easy to find. Exploring them proved more challenging. Ancient stonework that could inspire even the greatest of Solarum's architects. Nearly impenetrable. Between my engineer's finest munitions and the strength of my pet, we managed to crack one open. Only to what would be the purpose of such a stronghold if it were to house nothing? Yet I could tell they were here, just as I predicted. They were guarding something of immense importance. Something...
Yeah, screw it. Let's do it.
This way! You're here to help! The Osprey slave! Protect the sun! The drink!
Will do, sir.
Tread carefully!
Just gonna stand here casting Novas, man. Okay, so that Ice Glacier thing does stun me for just a little bit, where then I can no longer cast anything for a very brief period of time. Not sure if I'm a big fan of that, to be honest. Not that it's clearly affecting me all that much, but... Ooh. Garbage, garbage, garbage. That doesn't even matter. Equip that guy. Why won't you... Can I not... Why can I not equip this? Is it because it's a two-handed staff? Yep, that was it. Even though I know this is a rare shield, and we've been struggling a little bit on the squishy side.
First, thank you. The Ospreys grow more troublesome by the day. We've reinforced our walls, supplied our men, and taken out dozens of them. Yet, they're still here, using the howling monsters circling the vault. Yes.
And we are going for the glass cannon build.
Keeper's robes. I take it Lena sent you. Lovely. Well, your help has been appreciated. What do you mean? I'm protecting the Epoch, of course. Yeah.
Epoch.
It's a fortress, meant to keep unruly treasure hunters.
Oopsies.
Or at least it's supposed to. Drastic times. Did Lena not tell you? Well, tell you what. Let's get out of here first, and then I'll explain more. These peace talks are hardly worth it if you don't know why Orion is after us.
No, there's nothing over there. Felt like I had to go check it out, though, you know? It's just in my blood. Being a ARPG player. Talk to the magical pages.
We've held the same rituals. Instructed to keep the first Epoch shard is held in the fortress. Ancient Terran mechanisms hold it in place. The second vault is deep inside the Stonefall Mountains, with traps that the third shard is always on the move. It uses multiple vaults. Only we possess the knowledge to open them.
I'm just reading through most of that dialogue. I can't stand to sit there and listen through the whole thing. I don't know about you guys, but holy cannoli. Alright, this old dude is putting out some serious damage, bro. Gotta grab a shrine. Every shrine you can find. Oh, I didn't realize I equipped my, my little mana regen thing on my right click, man. I had no frickin' idea. I had that this whole time. Not that it would have made that much of a difference, but good to know that I can equip a spell there. Because now, I feel like I definitely don't necessarily need Glacier. Well, hold on. Okay. See, I cast it, and then you see how there's the purple spinny things around me, which I don't know. It's like, I feel like it's different every time. Because I swear it didn't. Unless, does that just mean that I don't have enough mana? No, has nothing to do with the mana cost thing. I don't know. It's random. Increased mana regen. I saw that.
I am not a man of many pockets.
What do you mean you're not a man of many pockets? Yes, you are. You are when you're with me, brother. Increase elemental damage. Plus lightning resist. Lose armor. It says that that's technically better. According to the game. I just realized I accidentally put that I was streaming Path of Exile on my my stream details. I'm a genius. Worse. Definitely worse. Not gonna use worse. I'm sure I'll find something better, but like, oh, this is another thing. Yo, okay. I heard in this game, man, infinite stash space. Is that not crazy or what? Infinite freaking stash space, dude. So, the beauty of that, and I'm pretty sure that it's this game, infinite stash space. So, if you see a cool build online, whatever, you're collecting gear and you find all this gear and you're just like, damn, man, this is for Necromancer. I'd really love to save some of this stuff, but it's not like in other games where you're like, well, I'm kind of limited. I'm kind of already full. I might be able to save this or this for if I do decide to build that Necro build and, but that it may not be for a while. No more do you have to, like, stress if you're going to have room and, or if you're going to, what your next build is, if you're going to have space for that and all that kind of stuff. Infinite stash space. You can just go forever. You can save everything. And just, you pick up an item, oh, I know that this will be good for a Necro one day. I don't know when I'll build it, but what does it matter? Oh, shoot. Okay, these connections are just for these guys. Not for this. I feel like I needed the increased damage 20% and slow chance. That's, the increased CC plus increased, what is this? We've been using Snap Freeze a lot, so I'm thinking Snap Freeze to say for sure. Snap Freeze has a chance to chill enemies. Freeze inflicted by Snap Freeze lasts longer. That would be good. Cost less mana. Ooh, and a shorter cooldown. I kind of want the cooldown recovery. I feel like spamming that with all the CC in the world, man, could really make a difference on a glass cannon. You're just CCing everything. I mean, it looks like obviously it's a little limited, but... Ooh. Can I do that? No. That's a bummer. That's alright. But we are just absolutely wrecking stuff right now, man. I will say, this is one reason why I'm enjoying this game right now. A couple pros. Outside of the stuff that we've already talked about, and I've told you guys about, amongst filters, dash space, all of that good stuff. This game feels great. It feels like my character is powerful. It feels like I'm finding great stuff. I have only been playing for 1 hour, and... Ooh, rare helmet. Boom. I already feel like I kind of understand the game a little bit. And I'm not, like, struggling to learn how this game operates. Obviously, I think it helps in that, obviously, no, can't use a catalyst with a two-handed. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm struggling to really learn the game and understand all this. I feel like it's a pretty simple concept. I'll definitely be curious what this idol thing is and all these blessings are. I think we've clearly barely scratched the frickin' surface.
Let me ask, for how long must we live like this? We uphold customs. As it are our will, we cannot keep the old ways. The council is scared, but nothing will change.
So not only does my character feel good, it feels powerful. It feels easy to learn and pick up. So far, I'm enjoying the graphics. I think that these graphics are actually pretty cool. I think I'm just so used to, Diablo. Ooh.